Good morning. Good morning, YouTube. Just trying to get myself set up here. I'm just getting it pulled up here. There we go. Good morning. There we go. Good morning. Yeah. Now I'm a little stiff and sore today. Basically, after my hike yesterday, my legs hurt so bad in the back and everything. I'm half crippled this morning. So, I figured maybe I'll jump on here and see if anybody's awake. See if we have anybody awake on a Sunday morning. Nah, I'm up finally. I got up a little earlier, had a smoke, drank some coffee. Finally went and got a bath. Took a bath instead of a shower. I was too stiff and sore to stand in the shower. But this is the last day of my vacation. I gotta go back to work on Monday. Which I've enjoyed my vacation. I've had a good time. You know, went and did a lot of things I wanted to do. Had a lot of fun with a lot of videos. Okay. Yeah, did a lot of live streams. Now, why am I pixelating? I don't know. Signal seems like it comes and it goes. So, how are you guys? How is everybody? I wonder. Okay, being I'm on the phone here with it. My question is can I pull the link up over here? Because I don't know how to invite anybody on the phone. So, see if we can do anything with it. No, I'm not too enthusiastic today. I mean, later today we'll put the trash out, and other than that I may run a load of dishes, but gonna be kind of a quiet day. Good day to do hangouts on YouTube. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Okay, well it says my bit rate is extremely low. Tell you what, I am going to try changing networks here. So hang with me. There we go. Let's see if that's any better. Okay. It likes the bit rate on that connection. So that should be a better image of me. Okay. So now that I look better, I don't know if there's a way to pull the link off of there or not. I do not know. Because you'd think it would show you where the image is. Because I know when you do it live on the desktop, you can just copy and send the link. I have no idea. I was going to throw the link out there if anybody wanted to come in, but I don't know how to find the link. I don't know how to find it. I'm thinking somehow there's got to be a way to do it from the phone. Tell you what. I know that I'm a girly glasses, but let me see here. Because what is this? Well, hello, Lisa. How are you? Now, let's see. Share. What? That's basically not gonna do what I'm wanting it to do. Sorry about that, Lisa. Nah, I figured I'd at least put on something that looks decent, that's comfy. Because usually either on the high dollar fancy dress or on the bottom of the line. This is kind of a fun outfit. It's skirt and a blouse. Hello, Ricky. How are you this morning? Yeah. Now I'm all stiff and sore after my hike up the mountain yesterday. It's like the muscles up the back of the legs and on down in the calves. It's like, oh, I can't hardly walk. So today is going to be kind of a just bum around day. You know, take it easy, relax, prop my feet up here. So what are you guys doing today? Yeah, that path, I hadn't been up it in about 20 years. And I remember it, you know, as not being that steep and that rough. Now, of course, I've got 20 more years on me at this point. Now, somewhere between probably like 17 to 20 years. Hey, Ricky, I did manage to, I've got the Walmart clip pulled off now, out of the whole string. And so I just need to go through, it's like 16 minutes I need to go through and pick out the part with the guy hitting on me. You know, because first he comes over and he asks me if I like dressing like a woman and stuff. And then he goes away. A little while later he comes by and his opening line is, "Do you take it up the butt?" And it's like, what a pickup line. And the fact that he knew I was live on YouTube and he's got the brass to come over and do that. So I'll bet he gets all the girls with that line. It's like some people. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the clip out of there and cut it down to just basically the interaction with this guy, and I'll post it. And then I've got the one from up in Denver that I just need to trim a little bit more of the guy that's wanting my phone number. So that was when I was over at the Vision Center waiting on my glasses. And I'm standing there right outside the Vision Center. And yeah, that's the guy's opening line to me. It's like, man, what is with people? I mean, do they just walk up to any girl and ask them that question? Is that the way it works? You know, at least I've got a sense of humor with this crap. You know, because some people might have just decked him, but, you know, it's... I'm too wet behind the ears on it to even think that way, you know. So it's good to see you happy. Yeah, I know, Happy. You're supposed to stop him from hitting on me. You're my man. Yeah. Yeah, Happy's supposed to protect me from those real live trolls. You know, where were you, Happy? I looked all over. You know. Okay. There we go. I was moving some files off of the computer here. Last night it's like I was down to about nothing on space. So, yeah, Happy is slacking. Come on, Happy, get with the program. You know, you're supposed to take care of us girls. But I've been, like I said, I've been playing on the video, and because the Walmart clip there was like over 2 hours, or right at 2 hours. And the one up in Denver at the park was basically 6 hours and 16 minutes. And so I go back to work in the morning. My vacation's over. So I got a light up here that's... The thermal switch is cycling. It's a recessed light up in the attic here. Yeah, no, September's going to be a really ugly month. I've got several new store openings. I've got court dates. I got more shit going on than I know what to do with for September. Got to go get my DOT physical done, which, you know, that means... basically, I go to the DOT doctor, he runs this whole thing, and then I got to take all the paperwork over to my cardiologist, and he's got to check me all out and sign off on it to take it back over to the DOT doctor in order to get my card signed. So, pain in the butt. You know, I'd like to hang on to my CDL, but I'm thinking at one point I may need to let it go. The realization I'm getting old. Well, hello, Anna. Good morning. How are you? No, Anna, I'm all stiff and sore here in the legs. I can't hardly walk after my hike yesterday. So, what's up? Yeah, I'm live. You're coming to wish my doggy happy birthday? My Mr. Tyson, today's his birthday. He's 4 years old. So, he's come a long ways in 4 years. I'm getting old. That's part of the reason I wanted to go and do these things. And, you know, I've been wanting to go take that hike in a skirt, you know, and video it. I've been wanting to do that for a while. I figured that would be fun. And it surprised me I had reception up there most of the way. So, yeah. Wow. Good for you, Anna. Good for you. Yeah, my problem's trying to keep my weight up anymore. You know, with all that goes on in life here, it's like I'm so active that I shrivel away. And I'm sorry. You know, on vacation, yeah, I do get a little bit of the belly back. But we had a good week. You know, Monday and Tuesday were doctors and it rained all day. Wednesday and Thursday, the mornings were great. It rained in the afternoon. So, Wednesday we went to Denver. Thursday we went to Pueblo. Friday, it was pretty much cloudy and drizzly all day. We wound up having to replace the stove and a dryer. And then Saturday morning, the weather was good. So I got my hike in. So, yeah. I'm in Colorado Springs, D. Meyer. And it seems like I've seen you doing videos up here of Woodland Park and Cripple Creek and all. So, yeah. Okay. So you guys are from Canada. Ah. Okay. Not familiar with Bettendorf. Okay. So you're in Iowa, Anna? Well, good morning, Kelly. How are you, girlfriend? How's little Cookie Jr. there coming? Interesting. Yep, Daddy does need to come home to Mama. He needs to step up and be a good daddy to that little one, Kelly. Really? Your dad's aunt was mayor of Colorado Springs for many years. I'll be darned. All right, well, you take care, Lisa, and thank you for coming by. Yeah, I realize that, Kelly. He's been a deadbeat dad. He needs to step up here. Inman was the last name. Do you remember Mayor Inman?
Yes, I'm
Okay, used to be mayor here at Colorado Springs.
wow.
Okay. That's Anna Hitchcock's said here, my dad's aunt was mayor of Colorado Springs for many years. So, okay. Was that, when was that? Was that back in like the 80s or 90s? You had a live stream with no drinking or sleeping? Kelly, are you feeling okay? Goodness. Oh, before that even. Okay, that was before I got out here. Earlier years, okay. Yeah, I moved out here in 96. Basically, I started with Coca-Cola in 86, and when CCE bought us out, they kept acquiring all the different territories. And what is this here? Yeah, they still have the mineral springs there out in Manitou, which I got a good story for you. My other kids, when we first moved out here, you know, we went to find this spring in Manitou. And so, all right, you know, we get over there, and my kids all take their water bottles, my son and my daughter, and they dump them out, and they fill them with the spring water. And then they take a swig out of it, and the look on their face was hilarious. Because, you know, it really doesn't taste very good. It's so heavy in the minerals. But it was just so funny to see their face, and the fact that they poured out their good water and filled it with that, and now that's what they've got. Goodness. Yeah, it seems like everybody was here in Colorado Springs at some point, and then they all left. It's like Kelly Kapowski. He was right near here. He was down at down. I'm trying to think of the name. Down by where the Royal Gorge is and stuff like that. Canyon City. He was down in that area, or Canyon City, or however you want to pronounce it. So, yeah. She moved to Chicago because of stalkers? Yeah. Yeah, Kelly was in the Springs for about a month. That was before I got my channel going. So I missed You have stalkers in Iowa? I didn't think there was much anything in Iowa but cornfields. Okay. Okay, so she's a TV celebrity, so she's got every whack job in the book stalking her. I get it. Okay. Uh-oh, you're being stalked, Kelly. Well, now, isn't it... Wait a minute now. Okay, Cookies is MX, right? And so... No. Tribe is MX. Cookies is, crap, I forget the name. Who is Cookies? Okay, I wasn't thinking Davenport was in Iowa. I was thinking it was up in Quebec. We had the QC up here earlier. Okay, so Cookies is Tribe. Alright, then who am I thinking? The guy with the machine shop right there, right down the street from you. Because is that Tribe that has the machine shop right there? Oh, okay. Big, smooth, brown butt. Oh, Kelly. Kelly, Kelly, Kelly. Goodness, girlfriend. Oh, the Quad City. Okay. Okay. Well, thank you for educating me. I didn't realize that, yeah, the QC's Quad Cities. It's one of those you got to be a part of it probably to understand it. Oh, what 4 cities are. Okay. Okay, I get it. Well, I know they had a music group from there, the Quad City Rollers. Or, I think it was the Quad City Rollers.
Bay City.
The what?
Bay City.
I still didn't catch. You're thinking Bay City Rollers. No, I'm thinking the ones that came out with the, I think it's Quad City. I think it was the Rollers or something. They did Come On Ride the Train.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. No, John Deere. Yep. Okay, I know John Deere. Okay. Let me take a look here. Oh, it's the Quad City DJs is the group. Yeah, it wasn't Quad City Rollers, it was Quad City DJs. Yep. A lot of farm equipment comes from there, huh? A lot of heavy equipment. Not just farm. You mean to tell me they're all in kind of the same neck of the woods? John Deere, Caterpillar, International Harvester. And I'm pixelating here. Which makes no sense because the router's right behind my shoulder. Wow. So Winnebago's right there in Forest, Iowa. Happy you're an animal when it comes to RVs. All plants right on the Mississippi dumping their trash. Goodness. Wow. Okay, yeah, I wasn't thinking the river there, but yeah, the river makes sense. They're right in the heart of the country. They're right in farm territory. They're right on the river. You know, they're not far from the steel mills. So. Happy. Kelly, darling's trying to talk to you. Yeah, the whole job market, well, the whole economy has kind of shifted. The areas that used to be the hot spots, look at Detroit. You know, they went from the top to the bottom. I had a guy that I worked with for many years here that he went back to Iowa. He had family there. Oh, Happy. It's okay. You can talk to Kelly. we don't mind having a third person in here, Happy. After all, we know it's your fantasy. Debating if I want to go cook me up some breakfast here. Tyson's in Illinois. Yeah, that's why I'm streaming it off the phone here, Happy, because it's like I don't know if I'm going to be sitting in the chair, if I'm going to go out and cook something, clean the kitchen up. I don't know. I can take you with me though. You never know. You know, it could be one of those we decide to take a ride to a Dairy Queen later. You know, we have no idea what's going on today. So my bit rate seems like it goes up and down on here. All right. Okay. Ah, okay. I was wondering, I was saying there's a Dairy Queen on Space Center Drive, and it's like, where? That's Space Center Village. Or Space Village. Yeah, right out here at the gate to Peterson, dear, they got a Dairy Queen. Yeah, no, I love this phone here because I can stream anywhere. And as you can see, even up in the mountains I was streaming. You eat the occasional froze. Really happy. Yes. not happy you're telling me to defrag and clean. It's the phone that's running slow. Well, it's the wireless, the Wi-Fi on the phone. But we got so many things that run off our network. Between Netflix and everything else that's connected and all the different networks. And well, come on, Kelly. The peace pipe. Chief Big Puff, wanna share a peace pipe with Kelly? No, I don't agree with any of the marijuana bit. I don't agree with any of that. I've seen what it does to this whole state here, and the roads are so dangerous with it and everything else, and you know, the way the laws are, the cops just, I don't know. It's like, if you're smoking pot, you can get away with murder in this town. Which, considering it's illegal federally, but I don't know. I don't think they know what they can and can't do. Like here in Colorado, as soon as you get your medical card, you can no longer buy a firearm. Okay, well, I can see in some cases, like my neighbor across the street, she has MS. Okay, and yeah, it helps her. So, well, I can run speed test here, but I've got the app on the phone. I can click it anytime. I just don't want to screw up my hangout here. Okay. Okay, yeah, DeMeyer says he doesn't smoke it though. He does edibles only. Well, no, I just smoke tobacco. And what I've got here is a rum maple. So, which isn't bad. Oh, we got every whack job in the book came out here just because of the pot. And the problem is it's all in our school system and everything else now, so they've like completely destroyed our education system with it for the most part. Well, DeMeyer, aren't you a he or are you a she? Because it seems like I've seen your videos from when you were out here. If I remember right, I think it was you that did some from Woodland Park and stuff like that. So, are you the guy or are you the girl?
I have a video of a great day jumping on a trampoline to look over the fence.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't matter to me if you're a guy or a girl, but just so I can use the proper pronoun. Like I say, I thought it was your channel that was here when you were up in, like I say, Woodland Park and Cripple Creek. And okay, then maybe I've got the wrong person here. Because did you do videos from Woodland Park and stuff like that out here? Ever go to Rainbow Falls, north of Woodland Park? Kelly, I'm thinking when I first moved out here, we went looking for it. And I don't remember. I've got a big area back in there in town that I have no recall on. When I went through my divorce, it's like there's just so much stuff that, you know, it's like, all right, I know we did the arch in St. Louis, but I have no recall of any of it. You know, anything that was back in that time area with the ex-wife, I pretty much have lost. You know, I got beat up so bad with the divorce and the whole bit that I pretty much lost so much of what went on there. Okay, then I'm sorry, D. I've got the wrong person. Because I remember it was like a month ago that somebody was coming through here, and I thought it was D. Meyer, but it might be a different name. Okay. Well, the Ozarks, no, that sounds like fun. Let me see, because I think I'm subbed to you. Yeah, I'm subbed to you. Okay. I'm going to have to go look up your Ozark videos. I do remember back when I might have been like 5 or 6 or 7 or somewhere in there, that we went to the Ozarks, stayed in a little cabin, and yeah, I was a little bitty thing at the time, but I do remember how beautiful it was. I thought it was great. And then I've never been back. No, you're fine, D. Which I got a funny story for you. The breast forms that I wear. Okay, they basically came tacky to begin with. You know, they were self-stick. I've had them like 5 or 6 years, and I wear them all the time. They're basically a size 10 form. And so, alright, the self-adhesive on it has gotten to the point that when you wash it, and you know, they don't come back very sticky at all. So they weren't really staying. So I bought a thing of adhesive here from Janet's Closet, and it's medical adhesive, and basically you spray it on the back, you let it sit 5 or 10 minutes to dry, and then you can stick them on. Wow. Basically, after sticking them on, it was like 14 hours later. I'm trying to get the things off so I can get a shower. It was maybe even been longer than that. Maybe more like 16 hours, because it was the next afternoon. And oh my God, I couldn't hardly get the things off. Now, okay, I've been out doing all this hiking and traveling and sweating like crazy and the whole bit, and it's like this morning I get up, and when you touch them, there's no tack at all, so I wash them off real good with the soap and water and set them aside until I get dressed, and then pop them in, and it's like they were just mildly tacky. And now, okay, now they're stuck pretty good again, so apparently a little warmth on it, and they get real sticky again. But yeah. People are so mean. They don't have to call you Twiggy. But yeah, so it's like now, if I want to wear a tank top and go braless or something, all I got to do is spray a little fresh on the back, and man, they're not moving. Are they good comments or bad comments, D? They ought to be good, because I've never seen a bad titty. So, you know. Everyone is unique in its own way. Well, you know, D, it's like the guy there that, you know, comes across me at Walmart yesterday, and now walks up behind me and stops and asks me if I take it up the butt as an opening line. It's like, no, yeah, I'm married. Well, at that point, he decided to go on and try somebody else, I guess. Yeah. Hey, big or small, nothing wrong with any of them. You know, they're all great. Yep. You know, Kelly, you should have been with me when that guy came up to me in Walmart. You'd have had some great comebacks on that one. But now, looking at the guy, though, I couldn't figure out if he's the homeless guy or what, because he kept going by, and I went over and got him something small from McDonald's, like probably $1 sandwich or something, because it was in a little bitty bag. And then when he came back by the next times, when he hit me up with that, and then he was sitting out in the entryway eating his sandwich when I left. So I don't know if he's a homeless guy, if he's maybe part of Walmart security, and this is the part the guy's playing, to where he looks like the homeless guy, so that way if you're robbing him blind, you have no idea that this guy's part of security. So you give him a lap dance, huh? But Kelly, I'm not looking for anything. I'm happily married. I got a family, the whole bit. Sex is not a part of this. I just find a lot of comfort and stuff in the dressing. I love the clothes, and it's like my dresses there that you see me in a lot of the videos. I love my dresses. I think they're so beautiful, and they just feel so good when you're wearing them. You can't help but feel confident and the whole bit when you got it on, even if I'm a guy, okay? It's like, when it looks good. Yeah, I know what you're saying, but like I say, I don't know if he's part of their security or not, because what I found is a lot of the businesses here will hire people like that. You like body cons. I like the fit and flare color blocks. The only problem is I love all the Calvin Klein ones, as you can tell. And they're all dry clean only. So when I got them on, it's like, okay, I'm going to keep it nice and pretty, because I don't want to trash my dress, because most of them cost me between 60 and 80 bucks. In fact, most of the color blocks are like 76 at Dress Bar. So they're not a cheap dress. I've never really cared about clothes in my life. I wear them, wash them, all right. It's like jeans and all. No matter how bad they get, who cares? But now when it comes to my dresses, I actually found that I care about them. I want them, nice, neat. I want them pretty. It's like my two new ones I got the other day. I got the Fit and Flare color block that's the bright red with the black stripes at the bottom. And then I got, if you saw the kind of sand colored dress I had on the other day, I've got that in like black and gray, and I've got it with the baby blue band on the bottom. And then I got a hold of one that's a really bright blue with black and white. So the two new ones, I've got them hanging here at the moment. I may have to send them out to the dry cleaner to get them steamed and get all the wrinkles out. Because the last thing I want is to be in a beautiful looking dress that's wrinkly. So yeah. You're thinking of doing the van thing, huh? Well, from what I was seeing, if I interpreted it right, the other night over on Amanda's channel, they were talking about Elvis, and I guess they basically gave him a strike and suspended his hangout privileges in the middle of a hangout. So yeah, they just out and out shut him down and suspended his privileges. So we don't have to worry about his hangouts for a while. Okay. Now, I realize, I don't pass. Okay, I'm too much to die. And, the voice, the Adam's apple, I've been the burly guy all my life, and trying to be the feminine part is quite the job. It really isn't easy. And a lot of times it's like, hey, this is me. I don't care. I'm a guy in a dress. And so, I know I'm going to catch some crap from time to time from people. Okay, it's just the nature of the beast. Yeah, no, I put it this way. I had no idea who Bam Bam was. Okay? And when, Pam and Rick came out with all of this bit, claiming Bam Bam's the guy now, I don't know. They may have had pictures. He may be, she may be transgender and just hasn't had SRS yet, or she may be, full-blown cis woman. To me, it doesn't matter. But, I was wrong in throwing Bam Bam's name out there at Pam and Rick just to get the laugh out of Rick. Pam would be on a roll with this and throwing it at Rick, and, it was so funny to watch. But, I was wrong with doing it at her expense. And I sent her a letter of apology on the private messages. And, once I found out who she is and put a face to it, because up to that point I had no clue who Bam Bam was. It was just a name. Okay. And yeah, on the Facebook bit that Pam was talking about, yeah, it did have the Alex whatever name. So, I don't know. It really doesn't matter to me. It's not that important what her gender is. She seems like a very nice person. And that's fine. I went on ahead. I subbed her channel. So, yeah. But is she fooling Rick? Bottom line is she's Bam Bam. Okay? And nowadays, unless you specifically ask, how are you going to know what gender some of these people are? I subscribe to a lot of transgender and cross-dressing channels. And, I've learned a lot about the cross-dressing from the other cross-dressing channels. And, it's like one of my favorites is Miranda Cruz. And she's out of Switzerland. And she has got the girly moves down. And the whole outfit, everything is always so perfect. And the most picturesque background. And that's why if you go to my homepage there, that Miranda Cruz is a recommended channel. Now, she only posts like once a month or something. I wish she'd post a whole lot more, because I love her videos. But she has just got the girly moves all down and everything. And yeah, I've learned a couple of my moves from her. But yeah, she's great. Yeah. But no, as far as Bam Bam, now that I've actually, seen her channel and watched some of her videos and seen her on a hangout and learned a little about her, no, I was wrong with throwing her name out there just to get Rick going. Because, you get Rick going and Pam laughs her ass off, and then we all wind up rolling on the floor laughing. And, it wasn't a case of, I was trying to find Bam Bam's channel, and if you try to search for Bam Bam, there's like 200 Bam Bams. You're not going to pick her out. I scrolled through page after page after page trying to find the right one, and I couldn't until she showed up on a hangout one day. And then when she said something in the side chat, I was able to find her channel. But, no. She seems like a decent enough person. I can understand why Rick was interested. But at this point, I really don't know what her gender is, or how she likes to go, or what she likes to go by. She's a beautiful person. She seems like a decent person, does nice videos. So, if we could just get all the drama out of there, it'd be great. But no, like I said, I was wrong for using her as the butt of some jokes there with Pam and Rick. I never put her down or called her, you know, a guy or anything else. All I had to do was throw the name Bam Bam in there, and Pam would take it and run with it and get Rick all humiliated. So... Goodness. Yeah, some of these guys, Anna, it's, you know, I'm learning. It's like when I get the pickup lines and stuff. You know, what happened to the old bit with come over and be nice and introduce yourself, and, you know, instead, you know, everything about the pickup lines pretty much is, you know, their insinuations on it is they're wanting to jump in bed with you. If you wanted to see this, sir, huh? What? Hey, Morgan, you want to see if Tyson wants to go out? Quit. Now, at least, you know, I haven't had them putting their hands on me. You know, I've been lucky in that aspect. And I do get some of my customers on the job that'll, you know, put a hand on my shoulder and stuff like that. But, you know, I don't think a whole lot of it. You know, and there I'm dressed as the guy doing my job. Well, most of them know about my YouTube channel. So... No, you know, the used to be the pickup lines, you know, we're trying to come up with something original that, you know, basically strikes intrigue in them where they want to know more. Now, nobody has any class nowadays. You know? It's like the education levels have dropped. Nobody has to be responsible for their own actions. You know, you blame it on somebody else. And, oh, you know, it's like if you're part of a sport or something, you get a ribbon or a trophy for participating. It doesn't matter if you win or lose. You participated.
You get one for showing up.
You know, it's like, I'm sorry. You used to have to strive to be the best to get that trophy, and it really meant something. And anymore, that's not there. That is not there anymore. You used to pro arm wrestle? Wow. Goodness, Anna. So, Anna, are you like good old down home country girl? Is that basically what I'm getting about you? Wow. Goodness, Anna. Some country, huh? Okay. So you got silver and gold for winter, huh? Good for you. No, I have never been, you know, one to really shine at sports. you know, in my younger days, you know, we used to do track and field. Oh, really? Okay, cool. Now, years ago, you know, when I was in high school and all, and I did track and field, when it came to the long runs, the marathon, okay, sprinting, I'm not fast enough to my muscles don't respond fast enough for sprinting. However, I've always had the endurance. So when it came to the 660 and the 880 and all, I always did good. You know, I'm not the fastest, but I can keep it up for a long time. And I'd usually come in, like on the 880, I'd come in like the top 10. So, only because everybody else would be way the flip ahead, and then they'd start getting tired, and they start catching up to them, and, you know, it's kind of like the tortoise and the hare thing. So, I've never had the speed, but I've got the endurance. You know, I'm more like your John Deere tractor. You know, I've got the strength, I can get it done. I'm not going to win any race with it. So, you know, and I was always raised that you got to be the big macho guy. You know, you got to be rough and tough and, you know. And growing up in Southwest Florida there with the rednecks, it's like, you know, if they so much as thought you were queer or anything, you know, they were going to beat you bloody slap silly and this bit. It was, you know, the stupidest thing. And, you know, this is what I grew up as. Well, here I am now, you know, a cross-dresser and enjoying life. So, goodness, Anna. You sound impressive. You sound like somebody that'd be fun to actually run into at some point. But no, you know, they're with where I work, you know, they've always, you know, they don't discriminate against anybody. And when they started a basically an LGBT committee, because, you know, nowadays you don't know, you know, who you're going to have, I signed up for it. You know, it's like, hey, you know, I don't discriminate against anybody. Sure, I'd love to be support for them, you know, because it, you know, that's me. And so, yeah, you know, the cross-dressing and the whole bit, and then the fact that I watch so many videos on the LGBT and the cross-dressing and transgender and everything, and it's a real part of our society. You know, one of my stores, we've got a gal, Madison, there, that, yeah, she's transgender. She hasn't had her SRS yet, but that's why she's working at a loaf and jug. She's trying to earn the money to be able to afford it. So, you know, she's working for her surgeries, which, come on, a loaf and jug, you work awful hard for that. Yeah, she's been on estrogen for like 3 years now. So, that is so awesome, Anna. Now, I've sang on our float at the parade of lights and stuff, because I was the guy in charge of the parade float. You know, we hold the Snowflake Award from, I think it was 2001 or 2002. That, yeah, we took the Snowflake Award, which was the second most prestigious award they offer, and it's never been issued to a profitable business before. But with my float, we got it. And so, yeah, and the problem is, when you listen to me singing on there, you can pick my voice out without a problem, and I am so off key. You know, I sound good to myself, but no, I sound like crap. What should you get for dinner? Well, if you walk into McDonald's and just tell them your Happy Meal, they should give you a free Happy Meal, because you're the real deal. So I'm thinking, go to McDonald's, get you a Happy Meal. Cool. And I've often, in my younger days, I tried to learn how to play guitar because it's like, it'd be fun to go play, like in the lounge at Holiday Inn or something, But I never could catch on to the guitar. Now, karaoke would be fun if I could just find a song that my voice goes with. Now, I tried to learn how to play the organ in my younger days. I can play Mary Had a Little Lamb. I tried to learn how to play the accordion at one point. And, I had a couple little songs I could play, and that was about it. But they were basically about the same as like Mary Had a Little Lamb. How's the neighbor? Well, trying to just avoid her, stay away from her. She's a lit fuse waiting to go off, so. Yeah, that's why I was looking to see where our closest one is, because there's one way up on Fillmore and there's one right out 24 here at Peterson. Goodness, you were serious about it, Anna. I'm thinking I may go out and cook me up some steak and eggs or something here. Get me a little something for breakfast. Yeah, let's see. Oh. Yeah, no, my legs are... my leg muscles are so tight. I didn't remember that trail being so steep, so jagged. And now I'm paying for it in the legs. Well, thank you very much. I don't really have any makeup on other than a little lipstick, which... Now, why am I pixelating here? I don't know. It's 6 feet from the router here, and it's coming out pixelated. Happy I went to Frontier Days once, probably 20 years ago. No, wait a minute. I think I actually went with Kim at one point, so it may have been like 15 years ago. But, haven't been back. I'd love to go and do it in a dress. It's always more fun in a dress to go and do these things. So, tell you what, let me get my girly glasses out so I can read this here. Did you really? Oh, that's got to be cute. Now, usually the biggest thing I go to like Frontier Days or any of those for is I love the smoked turkey legs. There we go. Alright. Let's see if I can stand up here. And I got my new coffee mug in because I broke my last one. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you're not dressed. I was going to come out and cook some breakfast.
I will be out of the way in a minute.
Okay.
There's bacon up there that needs to cook.
Okay. Well, I was going to throw some steaks in, but I can do bacon. Okay. Because what's the date on the bacon? I'm gonna get my stool to put my tripod on here. Excuse me. Pardon me. Come on. Gotta give me room.
It's still sealed.
What?
It's fine.
What's the date on it?
There isn't one.
Should be. I got my glasses on upside down. Gotta leave you turn the other way, guys. The wife's not really dressed to be on camera. So.
It's still firm and it's still sealed, so it should be fine.
Let me see it.
Well, it was frozen for a while and then it got put in there. It hasn't popped. It's still fine. It didn't have a hole in it. It's still vacuum sealed.
I guess I'll be baking that, so it needs to be now.
No, we can cook it tonight for some if you want.
Okay. I'll do that, because I actually could throw a couple of steaks there in the griddle and then put some eggs in. That's what I was thinking. Okay.
I'm gonna take a shower. Morgan's got breakfast sitting here. She's supposed to be moving her clothes and folding them. Excuse me, guys.
Alright, I'm going to spin it around now. Alright. There we go. I'm back.
Daddy, this is like my bathing suit.
I see your bathing suit. Yep.
Almost all of them.
Okay. Why am I tripping on buggies?
You're not tripping on Tyson.
I keep tripping on the doggies.
Who's that Tyson? Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Oh, whose birthday it is. Go. Go.
I'll dry it out here before I pour oil on it. Okay. I got the container so soft you almost rip it in half trying to open it. Would you get out from underneath me? I thought we had a big jug. So I guess we're out of oil now?
It's down on the floor next to the fridge.
Next to the fridge. Oh. Okay.
Because I can't reach it when you stick it up top, so I grabbed out of that the other day.
Okay. Because I just emptied the one from up top.
Okay.
What do you think? Dollar Tree specials. And they're actually pretty tasty. There we go. Maybe if I move that over that way for the... If I can get this. Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay. I'm just trying to get a little warm water going here. I was going to thaw these just a hair.
Where's the camera?
Up here, why? You what? Ah. Let me see if I can get that to come back up here. Yeah, okay. All right. Okay, I got that heating up. Happy and Kelly. Oh, such a cute couple. Oh my. Hey Morgan, your cornflakes are getting soggy.
Okay, it's up there. Good.
Okay. Trying to get this heated up to 400 degrees. Basically on these, if you throw them in at 400 degrees and it's like 2 or 3 minutes aside, they come out pretty good. Okay, we are almost there. We're like 375. Okay, we're at 400 now. Tell you what, how long it takes me to unwrap them. I'm going to just unwrap them and lay them down so I can get them all in the pan quicker. All right. kind of flatter the grease a little bit more than I like it to, but hey. That's alright. Try it again here now. Just giving it a minute to cook. cleaning the pan out so I can do eggs. Because I like my eggs cooked in butter. But you can't get the butter hot enough to cook the ribeyes. So, not without burning it. We do. Yeah. Okay.
Too much cereal.
She did.
Yes, so I gave Tyson the little bit left
Okay.
as his birthday present.
Okay.
See? He's so happy.
Yeah. You gotta check this out. Now, is he serious about cleaning that bowl out or what?
It's his birthday.
Yeah, he's just really putting the effort into it. He's a booby sometimes. Don't be falling over on me. Okay. Got a few hash browns left from dinner last night I'll throw in. No, Happy, it's a case of there is, oh wait, is that Happy? No, that's Sambo. The house has no storage, so we have no place to put anything. So, if we own it, it's out here. Other than a short little closet in the bedroom there, you know, we've got a little bitty coat closet. And that's the only storage in the house. That's it. We don't have a basement. We don't have a garage. No, when I first bought the house, I bought it as a rental property. I never expected to live in it. So, now when I went to my divorce, I wound up moving in it. So, the beautiful part is, it's an inexpensive home. So, even when we went through the housing crisis and all, I could still afford it. So yeah. Okay, still picking up a little brown from the steaks there, but that's all right. I didn't see you down there. Sorry. I didn't mean to kick you. I'm trying to get my hash browns warmed up a little more. What's the rule about playing on the kitchen floor when we're cooking? Okay, because yeah, we can't see you down there. Okay. I'm thinking we're good. call that lunch or breakfast or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Okay, you leave it alone, Tyson. Okay. Alright. I'm back. Yeah, we need more counter space. We know what we need, but it's like, alright, you're not going to get it in this house. Needs more cabinets. Basically, it was a starter home that was built in '58. I bought it as a rental property. I went to my divorce, I wound up moving in it. It's home at this point. It's small. Yeah, it's cluttered. It's inexpensive though. So and at this point I've done enough insulation in the walls and changed enough windows and all that it's quite comfy in the winter. So, yeah. If we can shift keyboards a little bit here. There we go. Yeah, no, everything we have is sitting out here. Because like I said, there's no place to put it. But like in this room here, part of this pile back behind here, yeah, I've got some old computers I'm thinking of getting rid of. But I got 260 gallons of drinking water stored there. Yeah, now, if I didn't have 260 gallons of water there, we'd have a whole lot more room in this room here. You know, it's a little bitty house. I had it paid off, and then after the wife went a year without work, I wound up wrapping all the bills into a home loan here, so now I got a payment again. So now we'll pay it off again. But it was nice to have that option to go ahead and take all the credit cards and put it into a 3.3% interest loan. So, you know, we got quite a few tubs around here. Now the corner bedroom, that's all the wife's stuff that when I met her and she put it all in a storage unit, that's her room there, it's all in that room. So that room is her place. So this room is pretty much my place, and then it had more room until her office came home, and then she needed, you know, a quarter of my room over there, a third of my room. So yeah, we make do. All the stuff that's behind me here, that's pretty much my shoes and things like that. But out there in the kitchen, it's like that's the wife's laundry, and that's Morgan's stuff over on the other side. And I tell you what, for $1 ribeye, they're pretty darn tasty. But no, I do have to do some cleaning up in here before we get down to winter, because I've got stuff piled in front of the fireplace. And that's going to have to go before we can light it. You're cute. Mm-hmm. Now, Sambo, if you were referring to the little counter next to the fridge, that's the wife's counter. And that is pretty much all of Morgan's cups and glasses, and she's got 9 million little things. You know, she doesn't conform to all the big people dishes and stuff. But that's her counter. It's up to her what she wants to do with it. They take all the stuff and stack it over there when it comes out of the dishwasher, and then she figures out what to do with it. But no, the house really isn't. Yeah, no, this kitchen out here is really, really small. Thing is, I got a crock pot sitting on the counter there, which it's one of those you can't submerge, so you can't put it in the dishwasher. And I just scrubbed it up last weekend, and I set it over there on the counter until we got a chance to put it away. And then somebody comes along and piles dirty dishes in it until it needs to be washed again. She's like, great. Oh well. No, but this house, in fact, the whole neighborhood here was pretty much built as starter homes back in the late 50s. And so they're very basic. You know, they're one of those that could slap together really quick. Yeah. Well, and the problem is the dining room in this house, if you put a table there, it's got to be just a little itty bitty, like a 2-seater breakfast nook table. Otherwise, you can't get through the room. There's not enough room. If you have a cabinet along a wall or something, then you don't have the room to put a table in there. So that's why out there in the dining room we had a table, and then the wife wound up just being a catch-all. So the wife did away with the table. Now the floor is a catch-all. So, yeah, and we never eat at a dining room table anyhow. I mean, when I had one out there, I'd sit down and eat once in a while. I mean, granted, I'd love a bigger home, but I don't want to have to pay the price tag. You know, I'd rather be free to be able to live life and have some money to play with than to be strapped on nothing but a house payment. And at this point, I don't want a 30-year mortgage again. Ah, got the hair falling down there. There it is. There it is, trying to find that hair. There you go, baby. Up. Tyson. Now it seems today is our doggy's birthday. Yeah, you know, we make it work. If we had a bigger house, we'd probably wind up with more junk. And here it's interesting, we have reached our limit on junk. And it's like in the kitchen, you know, the wife will come home with a new coffee cup. Well, we don't have the space anywhere to put a coffee cup in the cabinet. You know, the few cups and glasses and stuff we have fill the whole cabinet up. You know, and that's why with Morgan, when she comes in with all these weird little dishes and stuff for her, and you know, all these different 9 million cups, because Morgan likes the cute little, you know, whatevers. And yeah, there's no place to put them in the cabinet. There's no counter space for it either, but that's why they're piled on the counter. Where did I lose my cigar? I still got my cigar there. I might smoke it later today. No, like with me, I would love to have big closets like so many of these you see on TV. You know, when they're doing the home renovations and all, and these people got these big walk-in closets that are, I mean, probably the size of our bedroom. Because, you know, with me, I got guy clothes, and then I got a complete girl wardrobe. So, I've got more girl clothes than the wife does. I like my dresses. I like my clothes. Like I say, guy clothes are easy because you got pants, shirts, maybe a pair of shorts. And other than socks and underwear, that's it. You know, it doesn't take a whole lot of space for that. When you get into the girl stuff, where you got dresses, you got skirts, you got all kinds of different tops, you got, you name it, you know, undergarments and sweaters and jackets, and you know, there's so much variety, it takes a lot of space. And you know, you always wondered why your wife or your girlfriend can look in the closet and have a closet full of clothes and can't find a thing to wear. Well, I understand that now. Yeah. Well, good for you, Anna. Yeah, because I've got that little closet that basically it's about, if you put a tape measure on it, it's like 5'10" long. It's not even 6 foot. So, yeah, and basically that's, I've got a huge gun safe in the bottom of one side that pretty much takes up, put it this way, it takes about a third of the closet space with that gun safe. So, yeah, it doesn't leave us a whole lot of room. No, I thought about taking this other bedroom here, which she's wanting to basically turn it into a sewing room, where she's got her tables and everything. Oh, I'm sure I probably would, Anna. Like I say, when it comes to clothes, guy clothes, any pair of pants, any shirt will do. When it comes to girl clothes, though, no, you want something that looks sharp, looks nice, fits the weather this season. You know, you got to have shoes to go with it. You got to have. Okay, nice. Now, Anna, were you here the other day when I was showing off my new dresses I just got? Okay, I'll tell you what. Let me show you some dresses. Okay, this rack here, this is one of my racks of clothes. Okay, it's got my work clothes right on this end. And other than that, all the stuff in the bags here is stuff that just came back from the dry cleaner. So, but my newest... Yeah, I stumbled. Where's the hook? Bah. I'm tripping on my own feet. Okay. All right. Like I say, I'm really stiff in the legs today. I don't walk very well. Okay, but there is my new Fit and Flare color block, the red with the black stripes. It's a Calvin Klein. It's basically the same dress that you see me in so many, but different color. And then Excuse me. Okay. And then this rack here is all mine. And the blue one right here in the front. That one just came in. That's a brand new one to me. So, which it's the same dress as like what I had on in Pueblo there, like the beige and the white, except it's done in the blue, black, and white. So those are my newest. And then, oh, you're changing the bed around? Do what? Okay. Okay. And then in here, there's my yard clothes, or my jeans and shirts. And other than that, we have a closet full here. And I've even got extra pegs here, and there's another peg over on the other side. But takes a lot of space for all the girl stuff. And like I say, there's my guy clothes, my socks and underwear bin, my thermals down there on the bottom. So, but that's all my space. Oh, where's my camera? Over here. There we go. But yeah, that's my new one there. Still got all the little wires and strappies and everything else on it. But yeah, but I think that's beautiful. You know, that'll... Red usually looks pretty good on me, so we'll find out. But in the meantime, I'm going to tuck it back in here. Basically hide it in between the plastic bags. Because there's times when I come out here that I end up brushing it. But yeah, there's... Oops. Okay, there's the beige one I had on the other day. And there's the black and white one I wore in Denver. So, but yeah, same style of dresses, just different colors. I like the style of dress. I like the material it's made out of. Granted, it's a dry clean only, which is the only downside. But they are so comfy. And they're a heavy enough weight fabric. Alright. It's a heavy enough weight fabric that even when the wind blows good, it's not going to wind up around your ears. Okay. Yeah. But no, I love those color block dresses. And then I've got a couple different ones on the keyhole ones. It's like in my Palmer Park video, the white one. It's hanging down there on the end of the hall. It's like I love the dress. Then I've got the same cut, but it's in like black with flowers, which is what I had on when the guy was trying to pick me up in Walmart. So that was when the Hispanic guy handed me the note. Now what's in my purse? Very basic. Very basic. Car key. Lipstick. A couple of bobby pins. A few coins in the bottom there. My watch. Other than that, I put the little tripod and my cell phone and all over here. Over here. Got my brush. My glasses go in there. And my perfume. White diamond. Oh, I forgot. There's a little pocket over here that my mirror goes in. Mirror. Oh, it's a small purse, so I've got just exactly what I need. And then on the outside here, my eyeshadow and my blush touch-up. And a paper towel. And then a little pocket here is whatever I got in spending cash. A couple of cards and a couple of coins. So my driver's license. And that is it. My driver's license, the insurance card, my medical card, all that. So now you have seen the whole what's in my purse. Like I said, it's very basic. It's a small purse. Now when I stuff the tripod in there, because the tripod, the bracket, and the phone all go in there. And that's basically half the purse. So I like the small purse. It travels easy. And like up the mountain yesterday, I had a water bottle stuffed in there because I had the pole on the selfie stick. So yeah, when you take the phone and the selfie stick out of there, then you can put a water bottle in there. So yeah, yesterday when I was up the mountain, you know, there was nothing left in the car in case they broke in there. I had my money and my credit cards on me, even though I can't use them up there, but I don't want to leave them in the car. You know? They're basically my camera stuff and my phone and water bottle and yeah. Yeah, I like the white diamonds. I like the white diamonds. Now what I got on today, just because I felt like something a little sweeter, it's Jovan, and it's Island Gardenia. And oh, does it smell like the gardenia. Now, when I first got it, because we had a gardenia plant in the yard there when I was growing up. I used to love the smell of gardenia. And when I first got it and tried it, it's like, wow, is it bold. But after you spray it on, give it about an hour or so and it'll calm down to where then it's very, very pleasant. That's what I'm wearing today is the Island Gardenia. Now I have Charlie, for whenever I want something that smells like Charlie. I've got my Angel, which I get in my moods where it's like, alright, I love Angel. It's one of those kind of comes and goes. And then I've got Opium. So they're all, you know, along with the big bottle of white diamonds there. So they're all kind of like really different from each other, but it all kind of depends on what my mood is. You know? The Angel was one, the first time I tried it, I didn't like it. And I got it in one of these little sample bottles here, the generic version. And then as you can see, okay, what was the last squirt in there is evaporated now, so it's empty. I wound up using the whole bottle. It's one of those that grows on you. Like I said, first time you're kind of like, that's a little weird, but then it's like you keep coming back to it. Really? Goodness. Yeah. Now, so I got a mix, and then I've got, like here, before I bought the name brand, I bought the generic of it to try. The Opium, the Angel, the White Diamond. And so, you know, I was playing with the generics, and what I don't like on the generic is if you spray it on at night, in the morning it smells rancid. Whereas if you buy the main label on it, yeah, it costs a lot more, but it doesn't turn rancid. So it always smells nice. Well, Anna, I'll remember then if we go out to dinner, I won't wear the white diamonds. I'll wear something else. I'm full of crap, aren't I? Yeah, now the other one that I've been looking at is what is it now? Crap! I found it over. One of my Walgreens actually carries it. It's crap! I draw a blank on it now. I can't think of it. But I found it at one of my Walgreens. It's like $76.99 for a little bitty bottle of it. So, which I haven't been able to get a generic in it to try. I've got a couple of girlfriends here on YouTube that's their favorite. Now, yeah, it's pricey. And I'd really like to, try play around with the generic of it before I go and buy the main label. But no, I like my smell good. So not only do I get all dressed up to try to look good, clear on down to the accessories. I have the watch or the bracelet, and sometimes the ring, and I love my pearls. I always wear my pearls. But those pearls are real. And when I bought those, that was like one of my first necklaces, and I went high dollar with it. But no, those are Koya freshwater pearls. So, and now what was so cool is I actually got to watch the videos on exactly how they farm them, how they produce them, and the whole bit. And it's a lot of work to come up with a pearl. How they go ahead and they seed the oyster and stuff in order to get the pearl out of it. And it's quite the project what all they go through. And then they got to sort them by size. So, yeah. I don't know if those are knotted in between or not. I have never had the string break on it, or the line break, or whatever it's sewed together with. Now, what floored me was the wife. I got her a bracelet. And at one point, she broke the bracelet. She took it in to get it restrung. And when they told her what those pearls were worth, it's like, oh my God, they really are real, huh? Because, we bought them as real. And I had no idea, but the jeweler was looking at them, and yeah, what he valued them at. I'm like, wow. I was floored. But I got two strings. I got the shorter string, and then I got the longer one that hangs down. It's like the 20... What is it? I think this is the 25. It's either 19 or 25. And then I've got the longer one that's, hangs down, clear down between the boobs. So... And then I got the earrings, which I've got the little pair that fits close, and then I got the little danglies that... I normally wear the danglies. The only problem I had with the danglies is the pearl fell off right after I got it, and I just put a little dab of E6000 on it, stuck it back on, and haven't had a problem since. But what they've got is they've got a little dimple in the pearl, and then the earring piece has got kind of a little point with a flat surface. And so, yeah. Now I've got some costume jewelry that I got over at Dress Barn and all, which is really pretty and flashy, and I've got some outfits it goes with. So, yep. Yeah, it seems like, okay, once you get it, and if it falls apart new and you glue it back together, at that point you're good. So, Kind of like the brushes I use on my wig. Which I know. Looks like I need to clean it. You'd never know that I just cleaned it yesterday. But this is a wig I wore in Denver, and it was a mess. Okay. Not quite sure where I laid my scissors down. Because usually I just cut on the one side. Yeah. But no, that is your high dollar wig brush. Costs a whole $1 at Family Dollar. Find it in the pet section. And the only catch to it is the wire piece here. You pop it out, put your little E6000 around the edge and pop it back in. And let it dry. Otherwise you'll pull the whole piece out. But yeah, whole $1 at Family Dollar. And it is the best wig brush. And it doesn't do static or anything. And they work great. Your ex stole all your pretty wigs? Did he wear your wigs, or did he just take them for spite? Or did he want them for memory of you? Okay, on my hair bows, I've made some of them. So. It's like the one here. It's nothing more than a red bow with a back put on it. And that one I like during the holiday season. And then I've got... I've got my lovebirds, which that was actually a Christmas tree ornament that I glued them on a back. So those are my lovebirds. And then I thought I had one more that I'd done. I'm not sure where now. But yeah. Okay. He warm. Okay. Yeah, and I've got so many wigs that one of these days I need to go through and just do some serious pitching, because I've got so many of them I've worn so much, and it's like the whole cabinet here is pretty much full of wigs. And in the beginning I built the cabinet so that way, you know, I'd have the wig on the little head thing and fit right in there, and I could keep like 5 or 6 wigs in there. And I've got so many flipping wigs now. But I've got a whole bunch of them that I have worn to the point that I really need to just go through and pitch them. And then I've got others that, you know, I've only worn a couple of times. If I'd sit down and detangle, they'd look good. But what I do, if you notice, this here is a little longer and more curly than what you normally see me in. I mean, normally I'm in the butterscotch wig here. Okay. Which I buy those like 6 at a time. So I've always got plenty on hand. And what I do is, okay, if I'm going out in public, yeah, in fact, there's a bag of them from when I bought them last time. So, which I think on that one there's like 3 or 4, because that was all they had at the time. But if I've got the nice dress on and all, and I'm going someplace out in public, and, you know, I'm wanting to look good, I'll start with a new one. Now, this is the one I wore in Denver the other day. I was able to actually comb it out, get it untangled, so it's okay, I'll put it on today. But it was brand new when we went to Denver. But basically, I get them off eBay. I pay like $14 for a wig. So that way, you know, if I trash it, whatever, it's expendable. It's no big deal. You know. And it floored me there that I got 2 days out of a set of nice stockings before I snagged one. And yet that was running around in sandals and stuff with the open toes. And I got them at Kohl's. I believe those are Kohl's. Yeah, those I think are Kohl's. And yeah, they're like $8 a pair. But I actually got 2 long days out of it. And then I got a run started up the one where basically the strap on the sandal had worn through it, is where it started. Because usually I'm good like 1 day with a pair of stockings, and at that point they're shot. But I actually made it 2 days. They held up great. And they even stayed in place for 2 days, which shocks me. Because usually the second time you put them on, that sticky stuff doesn't hold as well. Alright. Yeah, Anna, I'm going to have to go and look at your videos and see what all. Let me see. Oh, you got all kinds of good stuff. Okay. I'm going to have to go pick your channel apart, Anna, and see what all your videos are about. You've got quite a few videos on your channel there, Anna. Are you saying you don't? Okay. Well, those are all other people's? Sure enough, liked. You got me on that. Okay. Well, maybe I ought to do some, Anna. I'd invite you on panel, but being I'm running it off the phone, I don't know how to send a link out to invite anybody. If I'm running it off the desktop, then it's easy, but yeah, I find I've got a black one that's clear down below my butt. It's a straight black, and you know, I've played around with a lot of them. I've even got some colored ones. Which I've got one dress in there that when I went up Pikes Peak and I had the wig on, it's like a brown and it turns to pink on the ends, and it just went so well with the dress. Now the reason when I had the sandy colored dress on, I went to this wig was because the coloring on it. When you look at the butterscotch against the sandy dress, it didn't look right. So I went to something that was more kind of an off-white, you know, kind of looks more like a mature blonde. And that looked good with it. But yeah. And then it's like today, being I'm in black and white, I figured, alright, I've got a black flower, I got a white flower, how about I add a splash of pink to it? I thought about the red, because I could have gone red, I could have gone pink, but I am going to need to do something on this one, because it has gotten, so it's so worn and so stretched out. I need to basically put a drop of E6000 back in there and pinch it down and let it dry. Because that has gotten to the point of so flappy. I pretty much worn it out. Okay. Wow, sounds pretty, Anna. My real hair is like thinning and receding, but I've had the receding hairline since, God, I was like 18 or 19. Probably. Very possibly, Anna. I love long, beautiful hair. I think that's why I play with the longer wigs. Now, I've got some that are shorter, but I've always liked long hair. Now there's just something so feminine and sensual and all about long hair on a woman. Oh no. You were getting neck issues because of the weight of the hair? Because, you know, my daughter's got the hair clear down below the butt. But she loves her hair. And that's her doing. She doesn't want anybody to cut it. Oh, okay. Goodness, I'm sorry you got your neck broken. You know, it seems like with all of us here, you know, as we get older, everything falls apart. It's like me and my back. So I'm trying to get out and do things that I've been wanting to do because I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to. Was it a car accident, or did you take a fall, or get hit with something, or... Oh, I'm sorry, Anna. Yeah, no, and it's amazing how fast it happens. It's like these people that say that, okay, you know, if they're going to get in an accident, they can always just put their seatbelt on quick. Yeah, no. Put your seatbelt on when you get in the car. But even at that, a seatbelt's not going to save you from everything. It's like you can be all seatbelted in, and if somebody T-bones you in that door, that seatbelt's not going to help you. Snap over backwards over open window in process of getting in car. So you were working on getting in the car and somebody hit you? Oh, goodness. Tell you what, people just... Well, you know, people are so afraid to slow down. I'm sorry, when the chance of risk is high, you slow down. But people don't do it. Yeah, when you're working on getting in the car, you're not expecting that. Five years in bed. Wow. Holy crap. Goodness. Oh, Anna, you've been through hell. Wow. Goodness. Well, Anna, I'm glad you're with me here today. Goodness, and with all you've done in the past with your music and everything else, boy, that kind of complete life change here, huh? Yeah, I can see that. Goodness, girl. But yeah, you see, I've basically got a worn out back there, and that's, yeah. I was looking for some pictures here. Okay. Yeah, I'll show you what my problem is here, Anna. Okay, there's my back from the front. Now, if you notice these two vertebrae, there's no disc in there. They're actually grown together there. They're grown together crooked. There's no disc down here. Okay. So, that's pretty beat up. Then the side view. Okay, you're good to here. Disc is worn to the point here that it's wearing the vertebrae. Same here. Same here. Well, this one here is the one where it's grown together, is why it looks that screwy. And then here and here, yeah. The vertebrae are just, I've worn my back out. You know? So that's what I'm dealing with. But that explains why all the back pain. So yeah. Now, when they took the x-rays and looked at them, they were surprised I could walk out of the office, to be honest with you. So, yeah. And I still get up every morning and I go to work. Except when I'm on vacation. So, yeah, no, that's... That's what 30 years in the beverage business will do to you. Yeah, I know, Happy. I figured I'd wait till everybody else is dressed and ready. And so, yeah. I just got a notification. I guess Bam Bam just uploaded a new video. Okay. I have to take a look at it when I get off of here. Oh, you think so, Happy, huh? Now, do you know this by experience, Happy? I'm sure you got your information hands-on. But yeah, no, that explains my whole back issue, though. And that's why I sit here on my vibrating pad. Happy's not giving me an answer on that. Which, by the way, Happy, I want to thank you for the other night. You were such the man. Gosh, and for you to take me like that, oh, I tell you what, I didn't know I could feel so much the woman. I want to thank you, though, for a great night, Happy. Sometimes, Happy, sometimes. It's very picky on how I lay and which way before I find a comfy spot. It's a tough call. It's always got a subtle pain to it. But as far as the really serious pain, anyhow. I don't have any strap-ons. No. No strap-ons. Of course, if you want to bring yours over, Happy, you can try it. Happy, I don't like the idea of back surgery. You know, we've been trying to come up with however we can get around it without back surgery. The thing is, that's 30 years of in the beverage business, plus, you know, another 10 years of free firewood, helping people and stuff. Now, I'm wanting another 10 to 15 years of throwing beverage, so I don't know what they got to do to get me another 10 or 15 years. You know, at this point, it's kind of a go for broke thing. You know, they're surprised I could even get up and walk out of the office after they did the x-rays. So, you know. And then here I go hiking in the woods yesterday, you know. But I have found going to something with a heel on it does make a difference on how it feels, because that actually pivots your pelvic, causes your pelvic to pivot, which relieves some of the tension on that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, for them to try to put my back back together, don't know. And I know what I have now, I can function. Yeah, I'm in pain, but I can still function. So, do I want to take a chance of changing to something where maybe I can't function? So that's kind of the whole questionable point. Yeah. Yep, when your bones get brittle, then you've really got a mess. It's like I knew I blew out that disc on the L4, L5 back in 2000. That I was aware of. But it was 2000, 2001, somewhere in there. But I was at a spot in my life where I couldn't afford to take time off. I couldn't afford to be down. You know, I had to keep going. I didn't have an option. You know, I didn't think about it when I came back out here. I probably should have plugged a cord in here. There we go. I probably should have plugged the cord in. Wow. No bone left in your tailbone, huh? That's bad. I tell you what, I'm kind of kicking around the idea of laying down for a short nap. My last day of vacation, yeah, no. Maybe go lay down, catch me a nap, and heck, maybe later we'll go to Dairy Queen, don't know. They sell more than ice cream, so if we went there for dinner. Let me see here. Because no, the purse, I never have cash on me. Never carry cash. Always plastic. The purse, I keep cash in here. Just because that's for playing. Okay, and even after all the playing we did this week, I got 26 bucks left. That'd probably buy us dinner at Dairy Queen. But like I say, I never have cash. I never deal in cash. But when I'm out and about as Maxine, I like to take cash because then, you know, I could stop at a Starbucks and get a coffee. You know, whereas normally with the plastic, I feel guilty about spending $3 or $4 and putting it on the card. Yeah, we've lost a bunch of our Dairy Queens here. There we go. Those blue lights are so darn bright. Yep. So, I'm going to wrap this up here. And thank everybody for coming. Like I say, my legs are so sore I can't hardly walk, so I'm just putting my time in. But take care. And I don't know if I'll be back on later or not. I know Monday through Friday I'm usually not on here. I'm on the side in the evening. But, yeah. Alright, take care, Anna. And thank you for coming by. You have a nice day now.